Well, folks, this is a story. Story of fishing, hunting, and camping is some of the most fun a guy could ask for. Story of heartbreak, success, and a lot of dinks in a very special place to my heart called the Ozarks. Well, folks, our journey begins on a late April Sunday after church. Anxious hands grip the wheel while passing semis on 44 before making a last-minute pit stop for some essentials because I didn't know the next time I would see a town. I continued to grip the wheel in excitement as I headed into the twists and turns of Missouri back roads. As service and time started to slip away while listening to downloaded music, before I knew it, we had arrived at our first destination. Well, folks, welcome to the first stop of the Ozark solo camping trip. I am super pumped to be here. We are at Barren Fork Creek right now, as you can tell. So this is part of the Missouri Blue Ribbon Trout Circuit. So it's 9 streams in Missouri that it's just basically a challenge to catch a trout, wild trout, at all 9 of them. So we're going to be trying here today. This is historically a very, very hard creek to fish. So here, but while I'm also here, I also brought the shotty. We're gonna try and turkey hunt. So should be a really, really fun couple days here. Like I said, I got a bunch of plans for us this week, but our first stop is here. So we're gonna get the rods rigged up, get right to fishing. It's about 4 o'clock right now. Drove down here after church today. So got today and tomorrow to try and catch a trout here. So we're gonna see what we can do. Looks like it's, fairly low water as per normal. I could drive across it right now. So yeah, we are gonna see what happens. All right, folks, finishing getting our rig set up here. See what we got going for the fly in a second here, but we're gonna use the New Zealand strike indicator today. I think that'll be pretty key for here, just because these fish are gonna be so spooky, I think, at least from what I've heard about here. So I'll show you guys how we rig that up here. First off, you get your pink scissors that you stole from your mom's craft drawer. You cut yourself a little strip of yarn here. And then you take your leader here and then find about the right depth you want, but it's very adjustable, so not key finding the right depth right off the bat. Make a loop where you see fit and take this little tool here. There's a little hook in the end. So you take that there. There's tubing on our thing here. So you take the tubing, slide it off onto there, and then I'm gonna stretch this yarn out a little bit, try and make it as fuzzy, trap as much air as possible in there so that she floats. So then take that, slide it into the loop you just made here. Okay, there we are. And then once you got that yarn on there, slide your little piece of plastic back up onto the yarn. Oh, I didn't have it quite threaded evenly through there. So there's that. And then you gotta get it into, you gotta kind of pull hard here. Try not to break my leader, because it's a new leader, but. So there we go. There's our New Zealand indicator. I might have to trim it up a little bit. It's a little long, but yeah, hopefully that will, it's much subtler, kind of like a dry fly approach versus a normal, indicator that just goes like plop. So we're gonna try that. Hopefully that will be the ticket. And my fly here is a little itty bitty copper wand. You can see a little peacock curl around the neck there. Just super small fly, super natural looking. I might switch it up. I tied that on before I talked to my buddy last night. So we're gonna see. It might not sink as well as I want it to, but to start off, that's what we're gonna go with. So yeah, I'm gonna grab a quick snack here, then we're gonna get on the water. All right, folks, we've been fishing for approximately like 15 minutes. I'm already changing up my rig for a couple reasons. One, The New Zealand is not working as well as I hoped it would. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or what it is, but it's not working like I would hoped it would. Let's see what else. 2, I see possibly the juiciest looking hole I've seen in my life coming up right here. So we're gonna change because of that. And 3, I'm gonna change to a dry dropper because I've had 2 fish surface on my New Zealand indicator. Now I don't know if they've been chubs or what they've been, but the fact remains that I've had 2 fish surface on me. And a dry dropper is much less or much more subtle than, you know, a big old ploppy indicator. So we're gonna change this guy. It's a little dry stonefly, buggy, caddis looking thing. I don't know. I'm not expecting them to hit this because I don't know. I'm not expecting to. So we're just gonna use this for our indicator, basically. And I believe we're gonna tie a perdigon on below him. So yeah, I'm gonna tie this guy on and fish this super juicy looking hole up here. Well, folks, unsurprisingly, that first night of fishing was very slow. I fished this creek as delicately as I knew how, but there was still nothing unless we were doing the Blue Ribbon Creek Chub Slam, and I'd be doing great. Despite multiple fly changes and getting creative with rigs and untying knots, there was still nothing to be found as far as fish goes. That night, I returned to camp with the thought of food weighing heavily on my mind. Oh boy, alright folks, so as you can tell, we're cooking dinner now. Got some venison I killed this year on making some burgers. They smell really good, I gotta say. There's some butter in the cast iron, got that sucker hot. They're sizzling right now, but just starting setting up the tent. I'll tie a black streamer around here in a second, but I don't know how hungry I was. I started smelling these burgers. These are smelling really good, but it's being a really pretty night. It's kind of cool right now, cooling off, sun's going down, so yeah, see what the night brings us. Look at those puppies. Those are looking good. Give them a little salt here. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh. That actually tastes so good. Medium rare. Alright. I'm gonna eat this for dinner. Alright guys, can't see me very well, but I'm about to go out. So I actually started at Walmart on the way, and I got these little black Lloyd buggers. I'll try this guy, put a little split shot, a little bit up there, and I'm sure the black streamers work at night. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go try in this big hole here. Yeah, I really don't want to fish here tomorrow after I turkey hunt, so try and get one, see what happens. All right, folks. Well, as you can imagine, the night fishing did not work out. I don't know what I was saying there. That's kind of a dumb idea. But I think we made a game plan for the morning. So as I went back, I mapped out steps. I don't wear my waders turkey hunting in the morning because that'd be awkward, but I do have rubbers. So I made sure I could cross my rubbers, and I think I can at all the spots I was looking at. So the game plan we're gonna go for the morning basically boils down to we're gonna walk up a big ass hill. Is what we're gonna walk up. Looking at it on X, and it's like 200 feet of elevation gain and like not that far basically. So big hill, but it should be a big ridge on the top. There's a couple knobs, a couple hollers. So hopefully there's gobbler back there somewhere. I'm thinking it's has private on one side and this on one side. So hopefully hasn't been touched that much by other hunters. So yeah, third Monday of season. So you never know what could happen. They could be dead or they could be gobbling their heads off. So anyways, we're getting settled in. I'm tired. It's 9:20 right now. So we're gonna get settled in the tent and go to sleep. So that being said, I guess first half day is officially over, but yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, well, good morning, folks. It is about 4:30 right now, and we are eating our leftover burgers from dinner last night for breakfast this morning. I had to work hard to contain myself last night to not eat these, but it's definitely worth it. But like I mentioned, we're gonna try and get ourselves on a gabby today, so it's be interesting. Gonna climb up a really big hill, and yeah, hopefully there'll be goblins somewhere at the top. It's pretty cold this morning. It's probably like 35 or 40, so really good goblin weather. So we'll see what they have to offer us. But I'm gonna pack up camp here, and yeah, start putting boots on the trail. So we'll see you guys then. Well, despite my good access plan, early start, and superb locator calls, there were no birds to be found. I basically wandered around the woods in the dark and then ended up taking a nap against a tree. But I gotta say, that was a great nap against a tree. Well, folks, we are back after the morning hunt. Like I said, I did not hunt that long. It's only like 8:15 right now. I don't think there's that many birds here. It's been it's the third week of season, so they've been hunted for sure. And the fact that they weren't gobbling on the morning like this morning, like low 40s, no wind, they think they just aren't here. So, give me very little confidence. So, yeah, came back, decided to regroup, take a deep breath. I'm going to put on some coffee here. And, yeah, we're going to go back and hopefully actually catch a fish at Barren Fork. That's the goal. I don't want to spend too terribly long because it's not worth my time that much, but I also don't want to come back. So, yeah. We're going to regroup, kind of organize the truck a little bit here. And yeah, hopefully we can get on some fish. So, but first priority right now is some food and some coffee. All right, here we go. Got the old instant coffee here from Aldi. By the way, shout out to Aldi for sponsoring for providing all of the food for this trip. So it's 1 teaspoon per 6 ounces. So this is like 4 teaspoons probably. So probably like 1.5 of these guys. Yeah. A little bit for good measure. That looks about right. There we go. Alright folks, round 2 with the old Barren Fork. I'm feeling it. Knock on wood somewhere. Knock on wood. I'm feeling it. So, yeah, we're gonna see. We got a path rubber legs tied to a hard to see it. Little red purring on there. So, classic Missouri rig. Hopefully I can just get one in this first hole. That's what I thought last night too. But Sue said it's super deep. And yeah, hopefully they'll be more active in the morning. So the sun's just starting to peek over the trees. Went nice and slow, drank some coffee. And yeah, so.
Well, despite
here we go
my
again.
hopes for Barren Fork on the second day, we sadly had the same results as the day previous. No trout to be caught or even seen. With that in mind, I went ahead and got out of Dodge and headed over to the 11-Point River.
Oh, well, folks, as you can tell, we made it. And we have the whole place to ourselves today, which is pretty cool. But, yeah, that was an all right drive. It was very windy, but, like, super cool country, man. Super beautiful. But just got here. Had to take care of some business. But we're good now. I'm thinking I might get a little lunch action. It's about 12:40 right now. So maybe a little sandwich action. And then we're going to rig up the rod. We're going to get going. I looked at it as I drove over, because I shouldn't have driven over, but I was distracted. Anyways, I made a wrong turn, but I got to see the river. It looks so pretty. like deep Ozark blue water. So really looking forward to this one. So yeah, we're gonna get some lunch together, get the rods rigged up, and hit the river. We'll see you guys out there. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Yes, sir. That is how you start off the day at the 11 point. This is a freaking beautiful wild rainbow, guys. Oh my gosh. This is probably the biggest wild bow I've ever caught. It is probably like an average for this river, but for a wild rainbow, are you kidding me, guys? Are you kidding me? This is, oh, look at the colors on him, guys. That feels good. After not having a bite at Barren Fork to get this freaking slaunch of a wild rainbow. Yes, sir. He is hot and bothered too. I'm working on it, buddy, don't worry. All right, we'll be seeing you, sir. There he goes, back into the abyss, under the bridge. Oh, that feels so good, guys. You don't even know. I fished for like 6 hours at Barren Fork. Not 6, that's a lot. But you guys saw it. It's been a long time coming. But that is officially my first 11-point wild bow, and I couldn't be happier about it. Oh, that actually feels so good. Sorry, my GoPro's low on, it's being weird, so I didn't get to catch it on film. But that guy was nice. I was just holding it there. Came up and chomped the old beadhead Pat's rubber legs. That crab right there, he's all you need for Missouri, I'm telling you. That was freaking sweet. All right, let's get in there and catch another one. Well, folks, I do again sincerely apologize. Technology is great until you have to depend on it, but we just got our second bow of the day here, still at the bridge. I really did think the GoPro was on, but guess what? It wasn't. Nice little, this one looks like a stacker. Little stacker boy. That's all right though. He's a beauty. We thank you, sir. We're gonna get him back. There we go. All right, guys. I don't even know what to say right now. I probably just caught my biggest wild trout ever in Missouri, maybe. But in the process, I dropped my power bank in the water, so that's probably toast. And my GoPro was not on because I freaking hate technology. But take a look at this bow, though. And this is a freaking beautiful wild. This is the pinnacle of Missouri fishing right here, guys. This is amazing. Okay, I need to get him back. I need to get some pictures, but I'm so sorry that wasn't on. That is on me. But let me show you guys this fish. Look at this wild fish, guys. That is a freaking mondo wild fish. Oh my gosh, guys. This is why you come to the 11 point. This is why I made the drive. This is why I made this trip, for this fish right here. I wish the turn events would have been better. I'll show you guys where I was. He freaking destroyed me on my 5-weight. I had no chance. But oh my gosh, was that sweet, guys. Oh my gosh, was that sweet. Get one more good look at him. One more grip and grin, and then you gotta let him go. Look at that! Oh my gosh, guys. This is beautiful. All right, let's see him back. Look at that freaking mondo, guys. There he goes. Let's go, baby. Alright folks, I need to just explain some stuff to you why I'm having so much difficulty. So my GoPro this morning, I was using it turkey hunting and fishing on Barren Fork, right? Which was kind of pointless because there's no fish in Barren Fork anyways. So when I came here, it was very, very low on battery. But nice thing about these new GoPros is you can plug them into a power bank and they work. Or they charge while they record. But something's either wrong with my GoPro or the power bank with the cord or what. But it like works half the time, and then when you plug it in, it like stops recording. So I don't even know what to say. So basically, my GoPro's on 3% right now. Even though I pressed on just now when I hooked that fish, it didn't work. So yeah, and then I just dropped this power bank in the water right when I went to get that fish, which makes the fish that. But according to the buttons, this thing is still working. But I figured in order to prevent any like type of electrical, surge or anything like that, since my GoPro is wet from being in the river, and this is wet from, I don't know, dropping it in the river, I'm not going to use the GoPro for the rest of the day. Just let that all dry out, let that all sort out. I got another power bank back in the truck I can use. But want to give you guys a heads up there. I do apologize, but it's for the safety of my equipment, my money, and myself probably get electrocuted. So I don't know how that stuff works, but that's what I wanted to explain to you guys and why I need to apologize so much. But enough rambling. What you guys are really here for is what I got this guy on. So I got this guy on the old trusty Pat's rubber leg, because this is my favorite fly of all time now, like no doubt. Favorite fly of all time. I got it on a bead head, so he sinks a lot faster. And I got a bunch of the other ones on a pheasant's tail. But he came off somewhere. He's not on my dropper right now. So yeah, I guess I was fishing with Pat's rubber legs for I don't know how long there, but he's working. So that was freaking sweet. I'll show you guys where this fish was and where he took me to. So I hooked him like right in that little run next to that wood pile, and he dragged me all the way down here. There's the old bridge. There's no secret where I am. You guys probably can tell by now, but there's fish here, guys. I'm telling you. It took me all the way down here. Got the old. This is the first time I've ever actually like been concerned about my rod with fish. Like everywhere I fish, basically a 5-weight's been plenty, but here you never know. So all right, I gotta regroup. I'm gonna get some water, maybe grab a snack, take a couple deep breaths, retie, and we'll get back on the water. That was just mayhem, guys. I don't know what to say. Well, same spot here, and you got another just dandy wild trout. I mean, nothing compared to the last one, but this is still, like for Missouri wild trout, this is a freaking dandy. Boy, has some shoulders. Goodness. Come on. Oh, sweet. Unhooked himself. See you, buddy. That guy came on the, I believe this is a hare's ear. Not 100% sure, but yeah, that's what he came on. Same place. Get some more.
Well, folks, in order not to bore you too much, the rest of the day was relatively calm in comparison to what had already happened. We hiked up a little bit more from the bridge and hooked in some more stockers up there. You're definitely better off floating this river, but the limited wading access that I did, fish was very good from what I saw. Anyways, we pick our video back up at the truck.
Yeah, she was a little wet. Oh, folks, welcome home for the night. This is home sweet home right here, I guess. This is the campground that U.S. Forest Service is. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm freaking tired, guys. This is the U.S. Forest Service's campground, so it's a pretty nice campground. It's right by the river, so $10 nightly fee, perfect. So yeah, we're camped out here for the night. Yeah, we still got white left, but I was just kind of done fishing. There's only really fishable water by the bridge, and I hadn't worked that over pretty hard. So yeah, decided to get some sleep. Starting to get hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna set up camp, get all this junk somewhat organized, hopefully, and start cooking some dinner. I'm looking forward to dinner. You guys ready for this? Just kidding, I moved it because there was mole holes there. But whoever is here last time has to leave me a bunch of kindling for the fire. So I'm gonna get a fire going right now. It's not like 6 o'clock, but get a fire going and maybe cook our burgers on the grate tonight instead of on our grill. That would be good. People were nice enough to leave me their old paper towels and kindling, but they also left plastic in the fire pit. Keep me doing that, guys. Unbelievable. Well, that one light fire starts courtesy of my dad, who a long time ago purchased a lot of times buy up candle wick to start fires. Hope he started drying up, so thanks, Dad. Alrighty, folks, dinner tonight is, surprise, surprise, the same as last night. But that's good, because last night was so dang good that I am also looking forward to tonight. So, last night I'm going to give you guys my recipe last night. So I'm going to give you guys my recipe tonight. So, first of all, safety first. I was touching a lot of fish, you know, been eating a lot of food, been going to the bathroom a lot. There's no sinks around. So wash your hands so that you don't, you know, get any diseases or any unwanted funk. Alright, step 1's done. Step 2, get your venison or beef. I prefer venison. I mean, depends on the day, but venison's pretty dang good. Take here, cut her open, right? And then what you do is you take some out here and make yourself a little patty. About like so, however big you want them. And just do that basically until the package is used up. Alright, made our patties here, there's 5 of them. I'm going to cover them while I check on our fire. So you do in fact have to have fire to cook meat. I'm gonna cover them so no bugs or anything get on them. And check on our fire. If it's ready, throw some butter in the pan here.
Well, I didn't realize how long this process took, and it definitely shouldn't have taken this long, but we had some fire troubles and eventually got it sorted out. I was just really hungry while I waited.
Alright folks, about an hour later after we started this whole deal, we finally got our burgers right here. I just want to say I'm very excited, but my other special touch here, it's a little seasoning we call gunpowder. From this butcher shop in Louisville, Kentucky. You should go if you have never gone. Really good. It's called what is it called? Crestwood Meats. Just this fire seasoning. I would have put it on everything. Eggs, avocados, meat, anything. It's so good. Got a lot of flavor going on here. We got pepper jack cheese, venison, gunpowder, and sea salt. So, but before I started, I wanted to pray for my meal. I realized I haven't been doing that because I've been with my family. But yeah, I just wanted to thank God and bring me this far. Oh, God, thank you that you brought me this far on my trip. Pray they continue to bless me. Thank you that you kept me safe so far and help me to glorify you. Pray that you'll continue to help me glorify you when I'm fishing and hunting and all that I do. Pray that you'll please bless the rest of the trip and bless food to our bodies. Amen.
Well, folks, as I dove into the burgers to fill my rumbling stomach, I was feeling very thankful to have made it this far on my trip. So much cool stuff had happened only in the first day. I sat by the warm fire and watched God put on a show with the 11-point stars. As dark continued to envelop camp, I eventually crawled into my tent and a deep slumber fell over me. Well, folks, that brings us to a close for our first episode in this series, and all I have to say is thank you. If you made it this far in the video, my hat is truly off to you for putting up with my rambling for this long. All I have to say is share this with your friends and also stay tuned for the coming episodes. There's some big stuff coming. Anyways, for now, God bless and tight lines.